An impressive new study has featured an often underrated nut and highlighted some of its phenomenal benefits. And in fact, it's the only nut that contains significant amounts of a vital plant pigment that has powerful effects on something called MPOD. And spoiler alert, it's not walnuts. Now, this was a randomized controlled trial that included 36 healthy, non-smoking participants, both men and women between the ages of 40 and 70. And the researchers found that compared to eating a usual diet alone, eating 2 ounces, 57 grams, of pistachios per day for 12 weeks as part of a usual diet resulted in a significant increase in MPOD. So what is MPOD? It's Macular Pigment Optical Density, which is an important indicator of eye health as it protects your retina and is linked to a reduced risk of age-related macular degeneration, a leading cause of blindness. The scientists measured participants' eye health using a special technique called heterochromatic flicker photometry, which non-invasively measures the density of protective pigments in the retina. They also took blood samples to measure lutein levels and tracked participants' dietary intake throughout the study. And they found a significant rise in lutein levels in just 6 weeks of pistachio consumption. And it's this plant pigment which is a key factor in protecting the eyes from blue light and age-related damage. According to a national poll by the American Foundation for the Blind, Americans fear vision loss more than they fear other serious health problems. Interestingly, pistachios are the only nut that provides a measurable source of lutein, which, as I mentioned earlier, plays a critical role in maintaining your eye health by filtering blue light and acting as an antioxidant in your eye. While green leafy vegetables contain large amounts of lutein, pistachios might offer an interesting advantage, as their natural fat content could help the body absorb lutein more effectively and make it more readily available for the body to use. They found that pistachio consumption nearly doubled participants' daily intake of lutein, which is typically very low in most American diets. The lead author commented that participants were selected to have low habitual baseline lutein intakes in their diet, and just 2 ounces per day, which is the equivalent of 2 handfuls, rapidly increased lutein levels in the blood in only 6 weeks. By simply incorporating a handful of pistachios into your diet, you can improve your intake of lutein, which is crucial for protecting your eyes. And because pistachios provide a source of healthy fat, this potentially makes the lutein from pistachios better taken up into the body. Roughly 1.6 milligrams of lutein was provided from pistachios, which would be enough to double the average daily consumption of lutein. What's also fascinating is that lutein crosses the blood-brain barrier, where it may help reduce oxidative stress and inflammation, as lutein selectively accumulates in the brain and could play a role in reducing cognitive decline. Studies suggest higher lutein levels are associated with better cognitive performances, including memory and processing speed. Quote, making pistachios a valuable addition to a diet aimed at supporting overall healthy aging. It's important to note that whilst it said the authors declare that they have no known competing financial interests or personal relationships that could have appeared to influence the work reported in this paper, under the conflict of interest statement, it did go on to say that one of the authors reports financial support was provided by American pistachio growers. But as we've discussed before, this doesn't mean we have to disregard the findings. But I guess, if nothing else, it's a critically important reminder for us to focus on our dietary lutein intake. Next, we're going to look at why Dr. Greger said that eating 1 Brazil nut every day could increase inflammation.